and welcome to It's Crafty. This week and next week I'm going to be finishing off the Chibi Evolution plushies. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Glaceon. Here's a list of everything you'll need. You can always use fabric alternatives like fleece or felt. Pause here if you need to. The pattern is available for free from my DeviantArt and my Pinterest. It's the second link in the description. All of my patterns are scaled to an A4 piece of paper. The first thing you need to do is take the side body feet pieces and sew them along the aligning straight line to the front and back leg. Repeat for the second body side. Once done, take the inner back leg pieces and sew the foot pieces to the legs. Repeat the same with the front leg pieces. Place the inner front leg piece and the side body together and sew it to the aligning side of the body, leaving the top curved edge open. I switch threads to blend with the different coloured fabrics on each part, but this isn't necessary if you don't want to. Then, sew the back legs on in the same way. When done, sew the remaining inner front leg and back leg to the other side of the body. Once both side bodies have the inner legs joined, align the middle part to one body side so the pointed edge is at the back and begin sewing it on, starting from the front of the neck hole. To each of the leg holes on the middle body, sew it to the inner leg curves that we left. Sew the point down to the back of the side body. Then sew the second body side in the same way, starting from the front of the neck again. When you reach the back of the body this time, press both side bodies together and sew the side bodies together until you reach the back of the neck hole. Use the open neck hole to flip it upright and stuff it legs first, then body after. Use a stuffing tool or very gently push the stuffing in with your scissors to ensure the whole plushie is thoroughly packed. Then, pin the two square black Ikson pieces near to the back of the body and use a backstitch to sew these on. For the tail, take the tail applique pieces and carefully line them up to the bottom point of the tail, and use a running or a backstitch to sew this to the finished side of the tail. Repeat this on the second tail side. Place both tail pieces together, tracing side up, and sew them together leaving the straight edge open. When you reach where the applique is, make sure you're getting the darker fabric in each stitch to give it a clean transition all through. When sewn, flip upright and stuff it. Pin the tail to the back of the body using a visible stitch to sew it on. For the head, place both back head pieces together, tracing facing upwards, and sew it along the most curved edge only. Align the front headpiece to the other edge and sew it up to the top tip of the back head. Repeat for the second front head side on the remaining open edge of the other back head piece. Then press both front head pieces together and sew them together leaving the neck hole open. When done, flip it upright and stuff it. Take each eyepiece and sew the small white glint to the top centre of each one. If you want the eyes to be more authentic to Glaceon in the game, modify the shape to be more straight at the top. Then pin the eye and nose to the front face and use a backstitch to sew these on. Now we just need to prep the ears and the head pieces. Take the ear pieces and an inner ear piece, and on the tracing side, trace where you want the inner ear to go. Use the tracing line as a guideline to sew on each of the inner ear pieces, flipping it over every now and then to reference it as accurately as possible. When both inner ears are sewn on, sew each of the earpieces together, leaving the bottom straight edge open. Flip it upright once done and stuff it lightly to not weigh them down. For the flaps, use the same method as we did with the tail for the applique on the bottom side of each one. If you want, you can have the main part in a darker blue also if you have a third darker shade of blue. I was just reducing the material usage for the sake of convenience, as not everybody has a lot of blue shades. These may not be called flaps, by the way. I had to look up a name for these, and flaps is what the wiki suggested, so I'm so sorry Glaceon fans, and I'm so sorry Glaceon if that's wrong. When all the applique is sewn onto each of the flaps, place 2 pieces together and sew them together, leaving the straight edge open. Once done, flip it upright. I didn't stuff these as they were fine as they were. Repeat for the second 2 pieces. For the headgear, place the middle 2 pieces together, tracing showing, and begin sewing them together. When you've almost reached the end, flip it upright and stuff it. Use an invisible stitch to close off the gap. Repeat the same method with the remaining 2 outer pieces and make sure when you stuff these to not pack it too firmly as it may distort the shape. Then pin the headpieces onto the head so the flaps lay beneath them and use an invisible stitch to join these on. When you reach each flap, secure it down beneath. Together in between each other so they stick firmer together. You can do this one by one if it's a bit intimidating to do it all together, however make sure to pin it first so you know how it will look in the end. Then, behind this, pin the ears on and use an invisible stitch to sew these on also. And lastly, pin the head to the body so it's about 1 cm around the head hole and use an invisible stitch to sew this on also. Make sure the pinning of this is as accurate as possible as this is how it will be positioned when you're done. You can also opt for the head to be facing slightly sideways for a different looking pose. And that is how you make a Glaceon plushie. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below on ideas you'd like to see me make next. And while you're at it, why don't you go check out my other videos? I upload new videos every single week. Thanks for watching, bye!